Welcome back to another video. Today's video is titled 7 Powerful Ways to Overcome Stress. Let's get straight into it. Point number 1. Let go of the things that you can't control. Okay, maybe your business shut down a few years ago and that's still bringing you a lot of trauma because you're thinking about it. You're giving it energy. You only have a certain amount of energy. And if you're looking back at the past in distress, you are giving that energy away to the past. You are depleting your energy levels. There's a saying, learn from the past, but don't live in the past. Okay? We all have things that we wish we could change that happened years ago. Learn from what happened, and you should have by now if it's been several years, but don't live there. Don't sit there and give days and weeks of your life to something that happened years ago. Okay? Preserve your energy. If it's something that you can change, change it. For example, your weight is giving you a lot of stress because you don't feel confident. You look in the mirror and you're like, I don't like what I see. Then you can work on that immediately and you can get a good return on investment quite quickly. You can shed a few pounds by proper nutrition and exercising, okay? Other things, for example, like your height, you can't control that. Once again, there's no point giving it energy, stressing about it. I wish this was different about me. I wish that was different. There are so many things that you can change, that you can work on right now. Okay, but then there's things that you have zero control over. Okay, the weather, the government, things like that. We all wish things were different. In an ideal world, you know, if you could change something and just by waving a magic wand, that'd be fantastic. But we don't live in an ideal world, do we? Some things are just the way they are. It is what it is. Okay? I don't give energy to things I cannot control. Point number 2, stop looking too far ahead. It creates anxiety, stress. I know that was the case with me. When I was looking 5 years ahead, 10 years ahead, it's such a, huge amount of time. It's a long distance away. And your mind always defaults to the negative. Oh, but what if this happens? What if that happens? And you start thinking of 1,001 negative outcomes. And then it ruins your day right now. I don't think 5-10 years ahead anymore. Max for me really is about a month. 30 days. And then I reverse engineer that to 7 days. So 1 week. And then 1 day. Okay, today I'm going to do this. That's what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to create 2 videos. I'm going to go to the gym. That's what I do. Tomorrow, when it comes, then I'll think about tomorrow. Early in the morning, I'll write down my goals for tomorrow. That's just the way it is. Okay? I don't stress myself out 10 years. No. I live right now. I have a rough idea of where I want to be next year. Just a rough idea. I think it's good to have a rough idea. But it's not a make or break. If I'm not there next year, then I'm a complete and utter failure. No. Okay, shit happens. Sometimes you might set a goal. You have an idea of where you want to be next year and it doesn't materialize next year. Maybe it takes 2 years. But if you're so fixated on that date, the pressure of achieving it by that date, it will overwhelm you in most cases. Don't get me wrong, work hard and work quickly. Speed is everything. You know me, guys. I always talk about speed. But it's not the end of the world if you don't get to where you want to be within a year. Set a rough goal, but then work based off of 30-day, 7-day, and 1-day increments. Really just focus on day-to-day. Baby steps, okay? Number 3, encourage yourself. Become your biggest fan. I am my number 1 supporter, and I will not apologize. Okay? You've got you for the rest of your life. Everywhere you go, there you are. You know what I'm saying? Be your best friend. Encourage yourself. Read positive affirmations. No, I am capable. I'm magnetic. I'm extremely charismatic. I'm extremely handsome. Okay? Say good things to yourself. Remember what I always say. The warrior within listens to the words that you utter and is either strengthened by them or weakened by them. So when you say negative shit about yourself out loud, you're getting worse. The warrior within starts to lose belief. Your self-esteem drops. Encourage yourself. Okay? Be your number 1 fan. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, you've become a little bit too cocky. Nah. No, I just like me. Just because everyone else is so fucking miserable and hate themselves, it doesn't mean I should too. No. Okay, I respect myself and I would encourage myself. The next point is seek help. Listen, as guys, we have a tendency just to lock ourselves in our room, to never say anything to anyone. And that's not a good approach, I'll be honest with you guys. I encourage men to have a strong group of other men that they can count on. Brothers, you know what I'm saying? Other strong lions that they can go to for support whenever they need it. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you beta. Stop listening to these twats that say things like that. No, man. Sometimes you're going to need to consult someone. You're going to need to speak to someone. Listen, man, this is fucking me up, man. I feel shit. I need some help, man. You know, it's okay. It's okay, man. Life is difficult. Sometimes it's going to beat you down and keep you there permanently if you let it. Okay, a Rocky reference. But that's just the way it is, man. You know, life is tough, and at certain points you need help. So go to your boys, go to your father if you have a good relationship with your father, your uncle, you know, other strong men, because men understand men. We know the struggles that we go through, okay? So we sympathize with each other. Now when you go to your boys, you can pour your heart out if you want to, tell them about your issues, and if it's something that they advise you on and they tell you, hey man, you can fix this and you can work on that, fix it, work on it, you know what I mean? Take action. Don't just use them as a pillow and then do nothing about it. Don't get me wrong, sometimes you just want to get that encouragement, that hand, you know what I'm saying, on your shoulder. But if they tell you something that could help you, listen to them. Because in most cases they've been through the thing that you've gone through. Okay? So seek help, man. The next point is don't forget to take breaks. Hustle culture is very toxic these days because it tells people that all they need to do is work. Work, 24 hours a day. That's not healthy. You need to take some time off to recharge. Okay? To re-strategize. To think. To ponder. To reflect. Okay? Sometimes you just need to be doing nothing. Just closing your eyes and enjoying the sound of the waves or the sound of the birds chirping, whatever it may be. Just zone out. Okay, go on a road trip with a couple of friends. I don't know, go on a solo trip if you want to, man. Just take time out for you. Take care of you, recharge, and then come back. Once again, it doesn't mean that you're lazy or you're... Don't listen to crap advice like that. Okay, it's important to take breaks. And it makes you better as well. You come back sharper. For goodness sakes, athletes take breaks. Because the season is exhausting. So they need to have some time with their family to relax, to refresh, and then they can come back and become even better. Okay? Number 6, workout. That's a big one. Sometimes you're stressed because you haven't moved your body in a while. You've been sitting in the same position. You've been laying in bed for days on end. The blood hasn't really been flowing as it should. So go for a good run. You know, for half an hour to an hour. Hit the gym, lift some weights, get the blood moving. Okay, get it circulating. It's like water. If water stays still and it has nowhere to go and it doesn't flow, it stinks, becomes stale. Okay, so move. Movement is key. Okay, your physical health affects your mental health. The next point is, and the last point, celebrate the small wins. Okay? Don't delay your happiness. This goes back down to not living in the future. I used to make the mistake of saying things like, when I make my first 6 figures, when I make my first 7 figures, then I'll... No, why am I robbing myself of joy until I make a lot of money? I want to be happy now. Okay? I want to enjoy my life now. I want to have great moments now because I could get hit by a bus next week. I mean, anything could happen. I could be diagnosed with an illness and then I'm out, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Within a few months. So anything can happen. Don't rob yourself of joy. Don't rob yourself of good times just because you say things like, oh, I'll only go on holiday if I make my first 6 figures. No. Okay? enjoy the moment, enjoy your life today, because you are not promised tomorrow. Hopefully this video helps. If it does, hit that like and subscribe button down below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.